Hi, and welcome back to H&H TV. I'm Trey Smith, and today we're going to talk about turn signal switches and power that is fed through the turn signal switch to the turn signals, brake lights, so on and so forth. This is a call we've been getting a lot of lately. People who maybe they don't understand exactly how power is fed back to their tail lights, brake lights, and so forth. General Motors, on most General Motors, 50s, 60s, 70s, they fed all that through your turn signal switch. Now, this is your typical non-tilt turn signal switch. This particular one fits 64 to 66 truck, 64 to 66 big car, 64 to 65 Nova. There's some Corvette that it also fits. But how that's all done is you have basically power coming into the switch and power going back out of the switch all through these two plugs. Some of them are a single plug, some of them are a dual plug like this. But you'll have power coming in, you've got your horn, your ground, all that's fed through there. And then each one of these wires will either be brake light, turn signal, or tail light as well. So when you've got a problem and you're wondering, well, I don't have turn signal on the left, but I got turn signal on the right. To start with, number one, you need one of these right here. This is a test light. This particular one is from Snap-on. It's out of my personal tool collection. You can buy a cheap one at O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Napa. Most of your big box retailers will have it in their automotive section anyway. It's 10, 15 bucks tops. It's an invaluable tool. How you're going to use this is you're going to take your alligator clips, you're going to go to ground, and a painted surface is not going to work. You need to go to a bolt, a screw, or what is even better is back to the battery. That way you have a solid ground source. Then you're going to take the probe into this. You're going to first find out which one of your wires is power. You're going to go in from the back side and touch the little brass terminal. That's going to light this up if you've got power. If you've got power going into the switch, that's your first step. The next thing is to verify what wire does what, and you're going to test the under dash harness side of this plug. Don't test this, test the under dash side. If you don't have power there, then let's move to the turn signal side of it and let's see if we've got power. If you've got power coming through to this plug but not on the other side of it, then you want to start checking terminals. Is it corroded? Is the steel expanded to the point where you're not making good contact anymore? Is it a broken wire? What's going on? That's how you check. Now you're going to ask me, how do I figure out what wire does what? You need one of these. This is a wiring diagram. This is an item that's a $6 to $8 item. About every restoration parts supplier, including us, sells this. This is a condensed version of all the wiring diagrams out of the shop manual and the assembly manuals in one little handy book. If you don't have one of these and you've got a wiring problem, you need to go buy one. It's a cheap, easy insurance policy to help you. Verify what wire does what. If you've got power coming out of the dash or into the dash harness, next thing is let's check where the rear tail light harness plugs in. On your trucks, it's going to be on the firewall. On most of your cars, it's going to be down by the left-hand lower rocker panel at the kick panel area. Do I have power there? Yes, I do, or no, I don't. If I've got power there, let's move on back. Is there an intermediate harness? Is there a ribbon harness somewhere in between it and the tail light? You want to check that next connection. If you've got power there and you've got power into the harness, more than likely your problem's either in a contact in the tail light harness or it's, even maybe something simple as a bulb. But that's how all that works. Again, the best place to start is right here at the turn signal switch, followed to the under dash harness, then to the intermediate harness, and then onto the main tail light harness. Again, two tools you're going to have. Get a test light. It's a cheap tool that'll help you so much, and you can use it for all kinds of different things automotively, as well as the wiring diagram. Without this, you're pretty much just shooting in the dark at what might be wrong. So if you've got any more questions about diagnosis, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Number's going to be listed on the screen on the bottom there. Give us a shout. We'll be more than happy to try to walk you through it. Again, my name is Trey Smith, and thank you for tuning in to H&H TV, and we'll see you on the next episode.